works out. Okay, meantime, a new call for the GOP to create a so-called bigger tent by reaching out more to minorities. And it comes from presidential candidate Rand Paul, who sat down with me earlier. I want to talk about your book, Taking a Stand. One of the things you say in here is that you really want to reach out to people who maybe haven't voted for a Republican ever.
Right.
And I'm speaking specifically about the minorities. How do you think you're going to make a difference with them? Why are they suddenly going to listen to Senator Rand Paul and say, wow, I think I'll vote for a GOP?
I think I'm the first Republican in a generation that's been willing to show up. I've been to Detroit, I've been to Ferguson, I've been to the Urban League, I've been to NAACP. I've met with leaders of all of these organizations and also have something to offer that's new. I think that our criminal justice system has gone overboard and that we are ruining the lives of a lot of young black men by our overzealousness with the war on drugs. I think that putting someone in jail for 55 years for possession or sale of marijuana is ridiculous. It's absurd, and it's not proportional to the crime. And what has happened is, over time, as we've done more and more policing in our big cities, there's a higher concentration of African Americans in our cities. There's a higher concentration of poor people. But we're locking up a generation of young men that I think that have a chance and should get a second chance outside of prison. And I'm willing to try to fix that. I'm also willing to have targeted tax cuts for the cities. I've offered a $1 billion tax cut for Detroit to let them bail themselves out, not bail themselves out with someone else's money, but leave that money in Detroit.
What's the reception been to some of these ideas?
You know, quite good, actually. I think what I've found is, people aren't jumping up and down saying, hey, I'm going to be a Republican tomorrow, but they tell me they're glad that I'm there. They tell me that I'm glad that I'm competing for the vote, and they frankly often tell me they haven't seen their Democrat congressman in quite a while because he takes them for granted, or she takes them for granted often.
All right, check out the new book by Rand Paul, the senator from Kentucky, Taking a Stand. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.